Welcome everyone to another episode of the Beer Guys. Get your pints ready as we get ours.
They call it the Imperial Stout, but it's not an Imperial Stout. Yeah, it's not heavy, it's not thick.
Crazy because it's a double IPA, but it's only 8.5%.
Which is, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
There's a word I want to use to describe this can.
Oh, well, you meant by...
Simplistic?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking ergonomic, but that's not it. Minimalist. That's another one.
Very minimal. That would work.
So,
right.
there we go. Salud.
Cheers.
Yeah. Winner. Already. The art on the can already is, like, great. Because there's nothing to it.
Solid, no nonsense.
And this beer is, like, there's not a lot to it, just a lot of flavor of one thing. And that's a great beer.
Tracy?
This beer is like, it's like Captain America. It's very, how do I describe it? So, like on the Marvel cards, right? You know how you look at the back and it has the attributes?
Yeah.
This beer would be above average to good on all the attributes. It's light, it's hoppy but not overbearing. It's sweet but not too sweet.
You're going to have to rephrase in a non-cartoon superhero sense.
Oh, you don't like comics, right?
What are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts on Marvel? Like you know other people like it, but for you?
He's not the strongest, but you know, he probably fights the Hulk in the movie or something like that. He's not the fastest, but dang it, he's everywhere that the fast person is.
Okay.
He can't fly, but yet he's on top of the building. He's not the best fighter, but the guy that can really fight, he's standing toe-to-toe with him.
Okay.
This beer's kind of like that. Like, you can put it up against anything. All the measurables are good. It's just a really solid beer all the way around.
He has everybody's moral compass. That's what he is.
Okay, so it's like the Titans last night when they beat the Patriots. Thank God for that. Thank you. Ryan Tannehill, you're wonderful. So real thoughts on the beer though, Keith?
It sits well in this glass.
Okay. Okay.
You're still drinking it,
Yeah.
which is like a lot better than there's some beers that you've poured into other people's glass. The what is it? Considerably evil. What was the one? Reasonably corrupt. That one.
Right.
Considerably evil.
Oh my lord.
I like the roundabout way you took to get there.
So I still don't know if you like it or not.
I do not like it.
You finished it though before us.
You don't like it, but as an IPA, like you don't like it because it's an IPA.
No, I don't like it because the bitterness starts from the beginning, and then it's in the middle, and then it's the end, and I put the glass down. I still have the bitter aftertaste, and I want to go eat something sweet, and then take a shower.
All right, I think we're ready for the next one.
Is the Yeti eating that's a big old
Yeah, it's a Yeti eating a giant brownie.
Double fudge coconut brownie.
Ooh.
I love the can.
So this is a stout.
Imperial Stout.
Oh, an Imperial Stout. I'm gonna hate this.
What's Imperial mean?
No, this is
Is
like,
it-
No, the Imperial means like it's like stronger in everything.
Like Boulder, like 11.4 Boulder.
This is 11.5%.
Ooh.
So not only do I extremely hate it, it tastes like metal. There's not a lot of flavor in.
That is big. It's
Chocolatey.
bold. Yeah, it's chocolatey. That's what I know by
yeah.
double fudge.
But you don't taste it for the first 3 seconds.
Yeah.
There's 3 seconds of tastelessness, and then you get hit with all the flavor.
No, you just explained it perfectly. Like you literally take a drink and you're like, okay, there's a liquid in my mouth. Oh, that's what it is. Fudge.
I don't dislike it though.
Fudgy goodness.
It's very light. It's not cold enough.
I would agree with that.
If this was cold, if this is off tap, and
Yeah.
you get a nice fresh cold glass,
Yep.
then I really like it. But it is, there's an interesting flavor.
Yeah.
For people who are too full at dinner. So like I want something sweet, but I don't want dessert.
This would be a good
This is
one.
the beer you drink.
You're right.
You're right. You totally get the double chocolatey fudginess.
I like it.
Compared to the other, like, because we've had a few that are pretty chocolatey double fudge. I would say that's like an interesting take on it.
I would not have guessed 11.5. Would you have?
No.
Before Paul said?
No, I would have said like 6.5.
Right.
Maybe.
I forgot it was 11.4 after
Yeah.
after tasting it.
Is there supposed to be nuts in this?
Coconut.
It's not the worst thing I've had in my life.
It does throw you off initially though because the flavor it takes so long to kick in, and because it's light, it does take a second for your palate to adjust. Because this way, the beer that we had before, I mean, the hops hit you as soon as you
Right away. Yeah.
The hops hit you before you even taste it. It's
Like
ow!
like Robitussin. Have some, let it work.
And you mean like tapeworm from a stout that we had in a previous viewing. There's no tapeworm in this one.
I almost think the tapeworm one was like a little bit sweeter. Like this is truly like.
How do you think they kept the tapeworm alive? That still has kept me up at night.
You look at yourself in the mirror. Have I lost weight?
Answer: no.
Tapeworm's not doing his job, man.
There was some movie where like some witch put a curse on the guy, and the movie's him getting skinnier the whole movie.
Thinner.
That sounds like it. Probably, yeah. That's probably it.
Yeah.
All right, so did we all give opinions on the beer that makes sense? And
So the more it warms up, the more flavors come out, and I actually like it a little bit more.
This one, I thought this was a hazy. This is actually a double IPA too.
Oh, so they're both doubles. Bursting with pungent mosaic hops and aromas of peach, mango, and passion fruit.
Oh God,
JB has a smooth
pungent.
mouthfeel and mellow bitterness. Watch out! This big brother to Juice Jr. is dangerously drinkable.
For a minute, it was a clear drink, and it had floating balls in it.
Of course, it had floating balls. In the
Okay,
Yeah, it's all-
so now what we have to talk about
is
is the disparity between this one and the first double IPA, because they're both double IPAs.
and they look the same.
Right, they look the same, but they don't taste the same. That little bitterness kick right at the beginning poof, goes away.
This tastes a lot like the hop venom from Boneyard,
this one's very sour.
which is also a double IPA. That is exactly what this one tastes like.
See, if you gave this to me and said, "I'm not going to tell you what it is," just doing it like that, I would detect a little bitterness, but I would say,
So what is this?
Hazy. I'd say hazy, but it's not. It's not a hazy. It's a double IPA.
Just because it's not hoppy?
Well, no, you get it right at the beginning, but not in the aftertaste at all. Like it's like there's a little bit gone.
No, it's not nearly as hoppy as the
How do you like the flavor?
first.
Love it. It tastes exactly like the hop venom. Exactly like it.
And you did say sour. Patience for sours.
Very sour.
All right.
Trade the hops for sour.
And I can see where they hit the peach, and the peach is actually good in this.
I don't taste any passion fruit.
I don't
Because
I don't think passion fruit really has any flavor.
because it's
every
overblown
time I've
by
had it.
mango. You get more mango. Get a little sweet.
Let's see. Peach or mango or both?
Mango and peach. Actually, I would go peach then mango.
It's drinkable and dangerous.
They're both whispering to me, and I don't know which one's whispering louder.
Right. But the
It's
one
like-
thing
the mango's like-
here's mango,
And then,
and then
and I'm like, huh?
No,
nothing
see,
from passion
See,
fruit.
to me, like this sounds like a,
So the one thing that throws me off about this beer is the can, though, because you have so many tropical flavors to it. That why is there a guy in the woods? There's no
Well, he looks
passion
like-
fruit, mango, peach in
He looks like it's like
the
a Puritan-
evergreen forest at all.
with
Yeah.
a with a sippy box.
Yeah.
Little drink box.
All right, 6 packs.
My 6-pack is going to be. I'm going to go with 4 of the double fudge. It's not as sweet as most. It's the kind of beer where if you taste it, it's not as sweet as you would think it would be, but very chocolatey. I like it. This one was surprisingly. I know it's listed as a double IPA, but if you didn't tell me and said like, "Hey, try this," I'd be like, "Oh, it's a hazy," but I like it. There's none of that lasting bitterness, so I'm gonna go 4 of these and 2 of the JBD IPA.
You would do 2 of those, including the artwork on them. That is so far out there that it doesn't make sense for the beer.
It is far out.
Yeah.
The Amish guy with the juice box.
All right, my 6-pack. I'm gonna go 3 of the double fudge coconut, and I'm gonna go 2 of the double IPA from Great Notion, and I'm gonna go 1 of the Hubbard's IPA. I like the Great Notion IPA a little bit better. I think the Hubbard's is pretty good. It's like much hoppier. I think you trade, going between these two, you trade the hops for sour. And so I want to show this one a little bit of love because I think it's pretty good. So we'll go 2, 1, no. We're gonna not do that. We're gonna go 3, 1, and 2. There we go.
Pump the brakes. Go with this one.
Right. Pump the brakes. Well, I like the lighter IPA stuff, traditionally more than the dark. But I really like this one too. This one cold off tap would be out of this world. And even as it warms up, like you were saying, it's pretty dynamic. So, yep, we'll go 3, 2, 1.
So for my 6-pack, it's gonna look a little different. I'll probably go with one of the chocolate fudge. I just don't really have a use for it. It was good. I can see myself drinking one of them, and that's about it. Just because I don't really like stouts that much, and that one is, from the time that we had it, it wasn't super cold, nor was it very warm. So it provided a little bit of a weird flavor to it.
Tepid?
A tepid?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Tepid?
We'll go with that. So, tepid. I'm going to wait a second while Tracy looks this up for us.
Oh, wow. Slightly warm or lukewarm. Tepid.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't just throw the word out there.
No.
He actually knew what it meant.
It would have been more impressive.
I would have just thrown the word out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean on
So,
you
yes.
for the vocabulary from now on.
This one was too tepid to where I got a weird flavor at first, but as it warmed up, it was good. I just don't really have a use for it. I'm not really ever going to drink it. If I did, it might be a snowy day, and it doesn't snow here much where we live. I'm going to go with 2 of Hubbard's Cave. It's refreshing, it's crisp. I like it. And I'll go with 2 of those and 2 of the non-hoppy IPA, the double IPA, which Keith.
And what would you finish out your 6-pack with?
It's true. It's a good point. I would go with 3. I would go with 3 of the JB Dippa, the double IPA. And there you go. We have multiple weeks of
There's
3 of
math.
us not being able to count because math sucks.
So, thank you, Tavor, for the beers. You guys check out the Tavor app and use the promo code to order your own beers. And please like the video, subscribe, and then feel free to comment.
And so while you do all of that, please do not drink and drive. Hang out, have a glass of water, watch more of what we do on YouTube. Please be safe, and yeah, don't drink and drive.